Let's queer up education. Safe Schools Rainbow Roundtable brings LGBTQ+ resources and students together. Safe Schools Rainbow Roundtable is a groundbreaking year-long educational series dedicated to creating safer, more inclusive spaces in our schools. This unique program, a collaboration between Safe Schools and Happening Out Television Network, is designed to engage students, teachers, and the broader school community in vital conversations about contemporary issues. With the Rainbow Roundtable, they are not only raising awareness, but also encouraging proactive steps towards acceptance, understanding, and change in our educational institutions. This 12-part series will cover the following topics: misinformation and media literacy, LGBTQ+ rights and legislation, artificial intelligence and ethics, African American studies and diversity, mental health and well-being, and community engagement and activism. Safe Schools also runs a TV original program called The Tea with Eddie, where host Eddie and their fabulous guests tackle politics, pop culture, and everything in between, all from a uniquely queer perspective. Eddie dives into the heart of the Florida AIDS Walk, discussing its impact on the LGBTQ+ community and the importance of sexual health education. The recent The Tea with Eddie episodes talks about stopping fake news and the impact on our society. Eddie is joined by Tiffany. You know Tiffany. Tiffany from Tiffany Explains It All. You can follow the show on Safe Schools South Florida's YouTube channel. You know, exactly like we were talking about last topic, education, education, education. We've got to educate everyone to start, you'd be surprised, like my mom being, my mother-in-law being surprised about how black people were treated, you never know what people know. You just never know. And with how our schools have been attacked, our teachers have been attacked, our LGBTQ+ students that can't be their true authentic selves, don't say gay and all this craziness. Something like this that Safe Schools South Florida and Happening Out Television Network is doing so important and needs to happen often and everyone needs to attend.
Because black people benefited from slavery, right?
Oh!
Because they benefited from slavery.
Something from them.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I've never thought that growing up, reading Rainbow, since we're going back to like my childhood with Pee Wee Herman just passing. I've never thought that, growing up with reading Rainbow, having Hooked on Phonics, having all of these educational programs that were thrown at us, Barney and the Big Comfy Couch, that we've gotten to a place where reading is bad. Where most of the information that would educate us and keep us all on the same page, on the same frequency, is now going away and it's being attacked. It's just, and it's funny. It's also funny how Moms for Liberty, very conservative white women who
Southern Poverty calls it terrorist group.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But also, where are the liberal white women in this fight? Where are they when you see Moms for Liberty on the street corner like we saw them in Fort Lauderdale Beach? Or where are the liberal white women who are pushing
not just
for
liberal white women,
liberal
period. I mean, yeah.
Where are they?
But this is important work that's at least being done, even if it's on a small scale, because it's, like you say, education itself is being attacked. Like being smart, being informed of truth and history and things that are really, really happening is suddenly like being cursed.
They say like banning all the books, okay? Like what's the next book that you're going to allow in the library? How to Storm the Capitol in 4 Simple Steps? I mean, like seriously. But it's the truth.
You might have just given somebody.
You might just be giving somebody an idea.
Right.
And you're not going to get no royalties at all.
No, at all.
I just want to say, as one of the two privileged cis white men at the table, even when you want to do the right thing, it's hard to do the right thing. I just point out what this brings out are general conversations that we're having. I'm proud that we have the commitment to the mission statement we have. Now, the mission statement of the network is to say that we have an obligation to elevate Black LGBT story. Queer women and lesbian, trans, Latino students, which this story does. And the reason we do it, to be honest with you, is we sat down and said, and I've made this joke, and it's not a joke, 100 times. On Welton Drive, I'm okay. I'll be completely okay. No problem. DeSantis or Donald Trump, no problem. But that's not enough. And if we don't make the commitment to say we've got to hold this up and this up and this up and this up, talk about it, illustrate it, generate the story, and have conversation, we're leaving people behind. And one of the things that I applaud Safe Schools of doing is they're stronger today than they were a year and a half ago before Don't Say Gay started. And they are stronger today at Safe Schools. Scott Galvin, Harold as their operational director, they're stronger today to have programs like what we have just heard and helping to propel, because Ron DeSantis called them out and said, we are going to destroy you as a class of people in Florida, just like trans, just like black people. Slavery is good for you. And if we sit by and accept that, we have no hope. Right. And so therefore we all have to have rage now at what we're watching. And this is an example of why we have rage of what's happening to our young queer people and how we're not going to let it sail quietly into the night. We're just not.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. As I sit here dressed like a Black Panther.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.